Hello, and welcome to this tutorial on how to use newspapers.com, which is one of the databases available for free through the Dauphin County Library System. To access this database, click on Research from our homepage, and you can either scroll down to find newspapers.com, or you can also choose a category from here at the top. So we can click on News and Current Events, and then to open up the database, simply click on Use Resource or on the title. Do keep in mind that if you are outside a library location, you'll just need to sign in with your library card number and your PIN to access the database. So here is our Pennsylvania collection in newspapers.com. This ranges from the early 1700s all the way up to 2009. And I'm just going to show you the basics of how to search and use this database. So let's say that I am a researcher looking into the history of the Pennsylvania Farm Show. I can go ahead and start with a simple keyword search. So I'll put in Farm Show. I'm going to leave the date open for now. I'm not exactly sure what time period I want to look at. And then over here, I'm going to put in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. And then to start the search, I'll just click on the blue magnifying glass. Okay, so I wanted to show you this. I went ahead and just put in Farm Show like this without any quotations or any other information, just to show you how that can sometimes give you far too many results to actually go through. What I would suggest whenever you are searching this database is to try to make your search terms specific enough to get what you're looking for. So I could put in Pennsylvania Farm Show. And another thing I can do is put my search terms into quotation marks. If I search without quotation marks, what I'm going to get, as you can kind of see down here, is articles that have either the word farm or the word show or both somewhere in the text of the article, not necessarily appearing together. So if you want your search terms to appear together, just make sure to put quotation marks around your keywords. And I'm going to go ahead and run that search again. And I have 415 matches, which is still a lot, but a whole lot less than over 100,000. So now I could start thinking about what dates I want to look at. So I'm looking into the history of the farm show. So I'm interested in the oldest articles that are available to me about the Pennsylvania Farm Show. So I'm going to go ahead, instead of putting in a date here, I'm going to click on Sort and then click on Paper Date Oldest. This will show me the oldest results that include my search terms somewhere in the text of the article. If I want to open up a specific article, I can either click here on the preview window or click on the blue highlighted title here, and it will open up the page. If you want to zoom out to see the whole thing, you can use the zoom out feature here. And to zoom back in, just click on the plus sign. And say that this article is really relevant to what I'm researching and I want to save it for later. There's a few different options for what I can do. I can click on Print or Download, and this will give me the option to print or download the entire page, or just to select a portion of the page. If I do that, I can just draw the box around only the portion that I'm interested in. And then I can print it, save as a JPEG, or save as a PDF. If I click Save as a PDF, really helpfully, it will include the source information along with my PDF. So it'll say what newspaper it was from, what page it was on, the date that it was published, all of that good stuff. All right, I can also share this article or clip it. To make a clipping, you do have to create your own newspapers.com account. Another thing that you can do up here with the green button is save to Ancestry. So if you have an account on Ancestry, you can actually attach newspaper clippings to a family tree in Ancestry, which is pretty cool. And to go back to my results, I can click on the back arrow here, and I can continue to browse. One last thing that I'll show you is this date slider over here. So if you decide that you want to narrow your date range, you can do so by moving these sliders over here. What this is showing you right now is all of the dates that have matches for your search terms. So right now it's looking at a period from 1918 to 1948. Say that I decide I just want to look at the period from 1918 to, say, 1930. I can drag the slider over, and when I let go, it's going to change my date range. If I want to go all the way back to the full date range, you come up here and just click the X to remove the specific date range, and it'll pop back out to show you all of the matches. All right, that is a brief introduction to newspapers.com. There are tons of interesting articles here to explore. If you have any questions about how to use this database, don't hesitate to contact us in Information Services, and we'd be happy to help you out. Happy searching!